Young World, LOD 321, LOD versus the Internet. So my paranoia of Harvey Levin and TMZ is not nothing new. If you see my last channel before it got deleted, I had a few videos about TMZ. I think I was probably one of the first people who started questioning how the hell does TMZ always break all these news stories that started to come out surrounding like celebrities and Hollywood type of news stories and stuff like that. It started becoming weird to me that they was always breaking all these different stories. And what that told me right there that TMZ has to be part of the CIA. I had a video about with Harvey Levin saying that TMZ was part of the New World Order. This one video that I had up, and that was a long time ago. My other channel got deleted. So I've been on TMZ and all their little sneaky stuff and Harvey Levin and everything associated with TMZ. Well, Harvey Levin, who was also known as Dr. Law. Dr. Law gives you 666 gematria, just like TMZ NWO gives you 666 gematria and 33 gematria. He used to be called Dr. Law, and he used to contribute information to a radio show years ago before he really became a household name. He's Jewish. He's an Ashkenazi Jew, and you can't find no information on Harvey Levin's parents whatsoever. Can't find anything about who his parents are, where he really comes from. They say Los Angeles, but who knows where he's really from. He's like 60-something years old. People say that he don't sleep. He's up 3 o'clock in the morning, goes to work, and he's up all day until the next night. They say he barely ever sleeps. He works out every single day. He definitely don't look like he's 60-something years old. I'll give him that much credit. But the fact that I'm always breaking news all the time, TMZ, because it makes you wonder, like even as recently as yesterday, they broke the news that Birdman's being investigated and Young Thug being investigated for the Lil Wayne tour bus shooting that happened like a year or two ago. Mac Miller, they broke the Mac Miller story the other day. They broke the TMZ, they broke the Accusations story with him being shot in the car. They were the first ones to release pictures of him being shot. They really blew up from breaking the Mel Gibson DUI story. When Mel Gibson got arrested for the DUI and went on a rant, they broke that story. And that's really how TMZ really started being noticed. Then the Ray Rice story, Chris Brown, Rihanna, Jay-Z, Beyonce in the elevator, the Michael Jackson death, Prince's death. There's so many different stories, like I said, always as recently as yesterday, are breaking so many stories. And you got to ask yourself, how are they always breaking all these stories when you got local news? That's always where stories happen at. You got the police, that's always where the stories are happening at. And you got witnesses and people that live around there, that's always where stories are happening at. So how do they always be the first ones to be able to report the story before even the local news reports the story? Because that would sound like the local news media outlets and the police have an agreement to let TMZ break certain stories. That would only mean that TMZ is actually making stories happen. Like actually, if somebody's really dead, it would mean they're the ones killing them, so they can be first to report on it. Or like I said, they have to have some kind of collaboration with all these local cops and all these local news outlets in all these different cities and stuff like that agree to let TMZ be the first ones to talk about certain stories. It doesn't make any sense. It's been too many different stories too many times. Like I said, as recent as yesterday this happened. So that don't make no sense. But Harvey Levin was also involved in the O.J. Simpson story, contributing to that story. He kind of blew up off that. Also, like I said, the Michael Jackson story. But his career has pretty much been everywhere. He started off in law, then he moved to production, TV, broadcasting, debating, contributing to stories with law and all kind of different debates. The number 13 also has something to do with Harvey Levin and TMZ. He really became popular with his contributions on debates with the coverage of California's Proposition 13. That's when he really started blowing up. Joe Paratore, who used to be his partner, who created TMZ with Harvey Levin, his birthday is August 13th. He ended up dying of a heart attack out of nowhere. Everybody that knew him couldn't believe that he died from a heart attack. May 29th, 2012, he suddenly died. Everybody that was around him said that he was the most healthiest person that they knew. It says he survived by his wife of 13 years and the mother of his children. TMZ has 13 gematria and like 4 different ciphers. TMZ headquarters is 13031 West Jefferson Boulevard in Los Angeles County, California. So 13031, and if you turn it around, it still gives you a 13031 if you invert it. 13 both different ways. Then you got Mark Walters, who used to be Harvey Levin's other right-hand man. He left TMZ after being there for 13 years. On TMZ was his main dude that used to that produced TMZ with him, they ended up having actually it says almost fist fight. Some blogs that I seen said they actually had a fist fight. Some of them said they almost had a fist fight, but it says that Mike Walters had to be restrained and people had to jump between them because Mike Walters' sister, her name is Elizabeth Walters, she was working at TMZ also, and Harvey Levin started telling everybody else that worked at TMZ that his sister was shady for whatever reason. Nobody gets into the reason why he's saying that the girl was shady, but he started telling everybody at TMZ that the girl was shady. And as soon as Mike Walters heard about him saying that about his sister, he flipped out and confronted Harvey Levin immediately. Everybody says it would happen. The minute he heard it, he went into straight beast mode and started flipping out on Harvey Levin. During the whole entire incident, him trying to attack Harvey Levin and people in between him, Harvey Levin kept yelling out shady, 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 shady about his sister over and over and over. So that's how that ended. They parted ways. That was done, and they went their separate ways. Kathy Griffin has said that when she put the picture up of Donald Trump with the head cut off, she got a lot of backlash from a lot of different people. She said that Harvey Levin is in bed with everybody, literally in bed with everybody, physically and in the business world, in bed with everybody. She played a voicemail on her video of Harvey Levin calling her and leaving his phone number and telling her to call him. That was after the backlash about the Trump situation, because Harvey Levin did an interview with Donald Trump, which many people to this day still don't know what the interview, did a meeting with Donald Trump, and many people don't know what the meeting was about. When they asked him what it was about, what they discussed, he just said projects. That's all he pretty much said. But and she also said to Harvey Levin, "How in the world did you get my personal private phone number? How did you even get my number?" She said to Harvey Levin. Overall, like I said, TMZ has become, the bad thing about what TMZ is doing is condensing all news into one source, to one outlet, because it's the news source of the New World Order, the one world news source. Harvey Levin is in the middle of so many different things that people don't even know about. They said Harvey Levin's worth is $10 million, which I can guarantee you that number is totally not accurate. Harvey Levin is worth way more than $10 million. And his buddy, like I said, Joe Paratore, the one that died, who created TMZ with him, died suddenly. So now Harvey Levin is not the actual owner, because TMZ is part of Warner Brothers and AOL, like I said, Tyler Pictures Communications. So it's connected to Warner Brothers overall, but Harvey Levin is the sole person left that created TMZ. And also the guy Mike Walters, he didn't create it with them, but they're not together no more. Mike Walters went over to start a show called The Blast. I think I heard of that before, but I don't think that really obviously didn't do as good as TMZ is doing. But so that leaves Harvey Levin as the person that's left over there, the sole person left to that's heading TMZ. And I remember one time after the BET Hip Hop Awards about two or 3 years ago, I was watching TMZ, and I noticed this is how the little shady stuff that Harvey Levin does. They reported a fake shooting after the Hip Hop Awards to try to make the awards look bad. And when he came up with the idea right on TV, when I was watching it, he tried to make the black dude Van say the story. And Van was like, "Nah, I ain't saying that." You saw the look on Van's face, because Van himself knew that was BS, that it wasn't true. He sat there right on TV. I'll try to find the clip. He sat there and came up with that lie right on TV as I was watching it. That tells you how devious and how bad TMZ is, because so many people watch TMZ, and it just tells you how influential they can be on people's minds. Because if they report it, even if it ain't true, it's gonna at least put the idea in people's minds. But TMZ and Harvey Levin is the news media outlet for the New World Order.